cautiously optimistic about today. Today is a heavy single day, which means next week, next Monday, or Saturday, doing a max day, 1 rep max of snatch, clean and jerk, probably overhead squat, probably back squat, just because it's fun to do that, all that in one day. But today is a heavy single of snatch and clean and jerk. So I can't wait. I am so pumped to do this. And yeah, this is what I do. I lift weights 5 days a week doing Olympic lifting just for fun. Like, I don't compete. And so what I want to do is just encourage you and everybody else to go to the gym. Hopefully you made it past New Year's resolution time, because New Year's resolution, everybody drops off. Everybody drops off. Now, I mean, the gym is a little packed today, but more regulars here than not. So yeah, so we're doing it. I am pumped. Good thing about going, and I appreciate you guys jumping on, even though you're on for just a minute. But big reason to go live is I get to watch my lifting afterwards and see how terrible or good, like a movement did. If I hit the lift well, or if I didn't, I can kind of critique it. Usually I don't even record my lifts, so I don't really ever get to see them unless I purposefully record them. So I go back and watch it. But yeah, today's a heavy 1 rep. Heavy run. It's not necessarily max day, which I'm going to try, but it's to get ready for next Saturday. A week from today, we'll do a 1 rep max. It's almost like as if you were going to be doing a competition. But got my jorts out. Jorts out. What rhymes with jorts out? Jorts out, guns out, legs out. I love wearing jorts. They're something fun. That's what I do 5 days a week. Olympic lifting. Everyday leg day, everyday snatch, everyday clean and jerk. All right, here we go. So, heavy 1 rep today to get ready for next week. Max day. Can't wait. So, today I'm shooting for 270. That's my last max was 270. So, if I can get 270, I'll be happy. I'm hoping I'm feeling good, but never know. Yeah, my mobility in the front rack is very terrible. So this is a warm-up I do every day. Getting ready to get in the position. All right. Got my red, white, and blue socks on. Fun to wear. I don't know, I do this 5 days a week, so it's like, you gotta change it up. So I'm gonna do something I haven't actually done on live yet. It's called walking in the snatch. Goal is to walk with your hands up. You're opening up your hips, getting your snatch position stronger. But it's really, I do this on days that we're maxing 1 rep in order to get more flexible. But yep, every day. So maybe I have a lot less to say today because I'm excited about a heavy 1 rep. Whew. Yep, a lot less to say today, at least for right now. So I'm gonna heavy 1 rep snatch, heavy 1 rep clean and jerk. And I'll probably do overhead squats for fun. And then probably back squat. I don't know. We'll see. Oh man, I'm pumped up. Here we go. So I'm gonna do just like if I were doing a competition, which I'm gonna go grab a towel. Never actually competed. A lot of people ask me if I have or if I ever would compete. I don't know. I just enjoy doing it. If I had to compete, maybe I would not like it. Maybe I would like it more. I don't know. Just never had a desire to do it. My competition is against my old self. How I did. The last time I was going through the programming, or the last one rep that I did, that is my competition against myself. All right. So I sweat a ton. But starting with snatch, and you'll see, I'm gonna start at a really low weight, do some muscle snatch, and then work your way up. Because when you're doing a one rep, you're not trying to get fatigued beforehand. Just trying to get your body ready and then build on that. So I haven't done 95 snatches in a while. It's just going to be a muscle snatch, getting those muscles ready. Ooh, I am so excited. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but man, that class, the guy has a speaker turned up to 11. It's really loud. All right, here we go. Muscle snatch. Only 95 pounds. Bouncy. All right. So there'll be a little bit of resting in between sets on these lower weights, not a lot. Once you get to the higher weights, I usually wait until I catch my breath. As soon as I caught my breath, that's when I'll go ahead and lift again. I know if you're in competition, you have to have a timer and with other people going, all that stuff. That gets crazy. This is just fun. Since I'm going to be doing hook grip, I better tape up my thumb sooner rather than later. All right, let's do a muscle snatch here. A couple of those, just getting warmed up. Now I'll do a full. The full is really just to get the body in position and a technique. Slow to your knees and then explode. And then drop under the bar. How'd I get forward on that? That was terrible. I gotta do it again. See, I kind of took a step forward because the bar was forward. Let's do it again. That was better. Much better. So I'm only doing a couple reps at these lower weights. I don't use these blue ones much. So the blue is normally 45 pounds. But at my gym, apparently we're special here. Blue is 35 pounds. Weird. Yep, saying very little for some reason. I don't have anything to say. It's probably because my mind is not even thinking. I'm just doing it because I'm excited about doing the heavy one rep. Isn't that weird? All right, just keep going. Okay, 135. So my goal, I'd love to be so happy if I get 270 today. Doubtful, not say, like to doubt myself saying under talk it. I just know where I've been feeling lately. I feel great. That'll be great. Today I'm feeling pretty good, but you never know until you actually start the lifting if it's going to be a good day or not. All right. Whew. Okay. So let me show you what I'm doing. I think I showed you a couple days ago. I can't really sit on this. Maybe I'll try. So your thumbs get all jacked up because you're doing a hook grip around the bar, chewing up your thumbs. So you can buy more expensive tape. This is athletic tape. Get it at Walmart, very cheap. But you don't want it tight. You do not want it to cut off circulation. You just want it there so that it stops the rubbing. Or, it's a barrier between the rubbing of your skin. So I usually bend my thumb to make sure, okay, are we too tight? Should be okay. Maybe a little too tight. Let's do that. Bend it, then tight. There we go. And so you can see I'm not trying to make it tight. Just making it as a barrier so it doesn't jack up my thumbs. And this is beneficial for snatch and clean and jerk. Bend your thumb, nice and loose. I even give like a little gap. Gently put it on. A little tight. Bend it. There we go. All right. I think I got it. Whew. Yeah, today's gonna be fun day. At least I'm hoping. I'm hoping my body doesn't take a day off today. Hopefully my body's gonna say, hey, this is fun. Let's do the max. All right, so only 135. We're gonna not do power anymore. We're gonna do full cleans. Maybe whenever. Why? Can't you just get it high in power and not use your legs? Yes, that's not the purpose right now. Purpose is to get my technique in my muscle memory right now, so that when I'm doing it in the heavier weights, I don't have to think, I can just lift it. So I start with my hands narrower, and as we get heavier, it'll get out. So it starts narrower. Get used to the strength. Gotta get the head through more. I caught it like that. It should be like that. Pretty happy with my feet though. So I picked my feet up pretty well. That's what we want. Feet up so you can drop under the bar. Like you let gravity pull you under, rather than you having to pull the bar up so high. If you get on the bar under a bar faster, you'll be able to lift more. That was a little forward. That was I'm gonna have to do it again. You can see I made contact lower. On my body. So it's a little lighter, so it's just, the feel is a little different. All right, that's tight. You loosen this up a little bit. Clean and jerk, I need to be really tight. Snatch, just a little tight. That was a little too tight. I'm gonna do one more here, one more full, try to get a good technique. But if I don't, I'll just move up, try the next one with a good technique. Then I'll be doing doubles until a heavier weight, then I'll just do singles. All right, here we go. Good technique, best technique of the day. It was okay. It was okay. I need some 5s and 2.5s. Let me go walk around. Hey, 2.5 over here. A couple of them. Easy enough. But heavy 1 reps are just, max day and heavy 1 rep day is just like playing in a game. Like you're playing a sport, that's the game. Like you get in the game when you're doing the 1 rep. Not everybody should be doing 1 reps on everything, but for this sport, that's what you do it for the 1 rep. So I'll do a couple here as a 150, 65. Do a couple 165 full. Be like, let's say you're playing the guitar, you join a band, you're all excited, you want to play, and then you never play a gig, you never play in front of anybody. That's what it's like if you don't do a 1 rep. Trust me, it's so much more fun when you have something to shoot for. Like, I compete against my old self. The last time I snatched was 270, early January, late December. It was another 1 rep day. Got 270, which I was not. The technique was the only reason why I got it up. That's what she said. That's probably a little more crass. It just was funny. But yeah, I didn't feel strong, but I still got it. Okay, 165. We're gonna do full snatch, and still a little more narrow than I would do if I'm doing full or 1 rep. Okay, 165. Big pull, head through. That was good. I'll do 2 here. As you can tell, I'm obviously not trying to go fast. This is not CrossFit. This is just trying to get the technique, body movement in the right position. I've also been doing this for like 10 years. So my technique's almost like, where it's almost cemented. So any change is hard to change. But something you gotta do, fix techniques. I'm not I don't compete in the Olympics or anything. This is just for fun, so if I had a coach, I guarantee technique would be better. But I don't, because I'm not competing. This is just for fun. All right, here we go. So now that we're getting a little heavier, I will probably do singles. Yeah, I just do singles. Like, I feel really warm, like warmed up. And I will be sitting down more. I've been, stupid chair, stool. Been trying to speed up my recovery between lifts by just moving faster and not resting. But that's not today. Today is 1 rep. Every time I want it to be a good lift. So I'll try to get to 270 and we'll see. I have no clue how I'm going to be doing today because I feel okay, feel good, but I have no idea until I start getting heavier weights. Like when I get to 205, 225, if it doesn't feel smooth and easy, I know it's going to be a long day. If it feels good, then it'll be a fast day. All right, 185. Probably do this twice. Big pull. Head. $185. So I probably could have pulled that just a little higher. Dropped pretty quick under it, or a little earlier. I gotta be more patient, bigger pull, and then drop under it. So yeah, this is me working up to a heavy 1 rep, as if I were competing or something, or doing a max day. I'm feeling okay. It's only 185, so only so much you can tell from that, or like feel. Hey, here we go. For 165, no, we're gonna do 205. Going right to 205. I'm really excited. My hands have not been bleeding or torn yet, so praying it stays that way. So I'll probably just do singles now. We'll see how I feel. So if you're doing a competition, you're going against other people, and you have a certain weight you have to get. You only have 3 attempts. If you have 3 attempts, when that weight, and they start at whatever weight, and then they just keep moving up. They never go back down. So if you are not ready when your weight gets called and your turn to lift, you're not ready, you're not ready. And you get 3 lifts. Goal is to get your first one locked in so you know you have a score on the board. Then you can go up. So if I were right now, I'd probably have 265 be my opener, because I'm pretty sure I could hit that. But getting to 270, tough. 275, tough. My goal would be able to get to 275 if this were, next week was a competition. All right, here we go. So we're just doing these singles now. $205. Single. 205 single. That felt okay. So should I go to 225 or 250? Nah, 215. We'll go to 215 or not 220. Go to 220. So when I start getting heavier, the jumps in weight, like that last one was a 20 pound jump. This one's only a 15-pound jump. It's just, as it gets heavier, you need to get your body hitting each one of those lifts and feeling that weight. And if you jump from 205 to 285 or 265, you're not going to do it. Your body's not primed for it. Maybe that should be the way to call it. All right, we're at 220. Excuse me. So, 220. I normally power it, but I'm gonna keep working on full, because I want to get, when I get to the heavier weights, I want my body to be like second nature, jumping right into it. All right, 220. So these will all be singles from now on. If I had a coach, they would, direct me, but this is how I don't feel like I need multiple reps. Like, I'm already pretty warm. So this is just to keep moving. 220 full. 220 full snatch. Still narrower grip. Yep, that sucks. Step forward, but it's also feeling heavy. Well, that's why we do these heavy 1 reps before the max day next Saturday, just to get your body hitting these weights, get it ready for the next week. Because I know that next week, the programming for next week is going to be, I tried to do 230. I already did 220. No reason to do 225. It's too close. So we'll do 230. Just 10 pounds. So it went from 20-pound jump, 15-pound jump, now a 10-pound jump. I'm a little particular. We have 2 different types of red plates. And so I like keeping them very similar. You can't really see it, but this one's got really narrow ridges, not deep grooves. Other ones have big grooves. So if one side has a big groove red plate, it has to be similar. No reason, like it's not anything different about the weights. It's just something in my brain. I like it. All right, let's see how we do. That was going to be the best lift of the day. Time to start talking positively. Even though it's going to be rough, it's going to be the best lift of the day. Best lift of the day. We are going to do it. 230. It's going to be a fantastic lift. This is going to be so much easier than 220. 230 is so much easier than 220. It's going to be an amazing lift. All right, here we go. 230, snatch. Music just cut off for some reason. I think my kids are playing the music, so it cuts off on my end. I try to tell my kids when I'm at the gym, don't use our account because then it cuts it off, but oh well. Today's cleaning day. Okay, so we got 230. Let's hit it. Still narrow grip. Start getting wider and a little. I get a little bit wider right now. Okay, here we go. 230. Full. Oh, come on. I got forward on it. See that? I caught it though. I hate it when I do that. I think I just drop. I don't like pull the hands back. Like I get it up and I don't just do a little tug. Not a heavy one because you don't want it to dump it behind you. All right, so that was 230. Should we go to 245? Or should we go to 240? Let's just do 240. $240. When you're doing a 1 rep, heavy 1 rep, at least I like to go by feel. Like if that last 230 felt like, dude, that flew up, I did it with power, didn't squat, I go to 240 probably, but going by feel, today is just a not great day. Good day. All right, here we go, 240. Chuck. So I'm trying to do it without wrist straps first. See how high I can go without wrist straps. When you take out your wrist straps, you take out one key factor, which is your hands. You can't do it in a competition, so I save that until I can figure out where I'm at. All right, this is 240. Let's do it, 240, a little bit wider. A little bit wider. Big pull, head through. Better catch. Didn't walk forward all that much, so 240. It feels like 270 is a long way away. I'll go to 250. That was just 240 and that felt heavy. We'll try 250. And I'll just say what my brain is thinking. What was it, a week ago? Give or take, a little bit more than that. I did 250 hang snatch. I mean, that was a good day. Felt really strong that day. Today it's not moving like I want it to. Yep. All right, 250. So I'm gonna do this no wrist straps, and then knowing me, it's hard for me to not push too hard. So depending on where I stop, I'll have to start over with straps. All right, we're at 250. 250, full snatch. 250 full snatch. I'm just real glad my hands are not tearing or anything right now. Come clean and jerk though, probably a different story. All right, 250. Big pull. Head through. Fast feet. Little wider grip. All right, 250. Oh my goodness. Yep. It's official. That should have went up pretty easily, but it didn't. How in the world did I do? What did I do wrong? See, even though you feel pretty good, sometimes your central nervous system is just off. Well, I didn't even attempt it, so give me a breath, then I'll attempt it. And this is only 250. Something's up. My body's not completely ready. If I can't even get to my opening weight, which would be 260, oh well. Hopefully it's not gonna be like this next Saturday. There we go, 250. Let's do it. Big pull, commit. Big pull to drop under it. It's only 250. Shoot, this is only 250. This is so much lighter than 240. So much easier than 240. Come on. Wow. Nope. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it feels like this is what I do. Yep. So disappointing. Wednesday was a bummer day to go live. Today is a bummer day to go live. This is not the type of day that I was hoping for. Of course, you want to go live when everything's clicking, you're lifting really heavy. In fact, I went live when I did the last 270 snatch, and that felt good. What is it, early January I did it? But now we are sucking. All right, so I'm gonna get my straps out. We'll see what happens. Let's get a little heavier. So I dropped down to 225 just to, there's no reason to start at 250 with straps, so. Just keep pushing, just keep pushing. Okay, getting the right frame of mind. Right frame of mind. This is gonna be easy. Piece of cake, 225, you're gonna hit it. So there's only 225, so I'm not too excited about it yet, but I mean, even with straps, it's feeling like my body's saying, are you sure about that? You sure about that? You guys ever seen that meme? All right, 235. I think I haven't been, don't feel like my engine's revved up enough. If I get cold, like my body cools down, then it's harder for me to lift. Let's just do it now. No point in waiting. 235. Let's try it. 235. Big pull. See? No idea what's going on, other than feeling off. Whew, this is very disappointing. Well, you know what? That was heavy. That was 235 is hard. Let's just go right to 245. All right, body. You do what I tell you to do. You know what I'm gonna do? I feel a little like starting over. You guys ever feel like that? Like, it feels like, yeah, I'm gonna punish my body. This is what you get. This is what you get for messing with me. I gotta get my engine revved up again. All right, body, you do what I tell you to do. It's time to move. I was moving way too slow is probably what it was. There we go. All right, body, you should see all the plates I got left out here. There's like 8 plates out there. I always wonder why people don't walk by me, but that's just the way it is. All right, here we go. They're gonna start going faster. I gotta get my, well, I don't need straps right now. Here we go. So, probably you shouldn't do this, but just what happens to me is I get to a certain point that I'm like, I know I got more in me. I don't know what's going on. So I start over. I mean, that felt heavy, but that's just where you're at. 185. Let's do it again. Okay, let's do it. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna act as if I'm not getting 1 rep. I'm gonna act as if it's just a normal workout. Because I wasn't as energized, but we'll see. All right, 205. Let's do a couple here. I think that's the reason why I really enjoyed CrossFit. It's because you have to keep going fast, meaning like keep your heart rate up. I do better when my heart rate's up. 205. I'll do a double here. Here we go. I mean, at 205, it should be, or should be able to go up better than that, but take what you can get, apparently. You'll definitely see that about me is my problem's never not pushing enough. My problem is always pushing too much. You're supposed to stop at that, you know, as soon as you can't hit that rep, but maybe it's pride. I'm like, I should be able to hit that. That's nothing. 250? I'm gonna take a breath for a second. Yeah, I don't blame you guys for turning it off. Here I was all excited. Happy 1 rep, fun day. I'm always cautiously optimistic because some days you feel great, but you lift terribly. Other days you feel terrible and you lift great. Other days feel terrible, lift terrible. Other days feel great, lift great. Today was one of those days. Feel not great, but feel good. Lift terrible. All right. Only 225. So I guess since I'm sucking at this, using this as a regular lifting day, let's do a single here. It's only 225. Piece of cake. Wasn't great. As much as I'm trying to give myself encouraging self-talk, it's only helping so much. But I am glad though I'm wearing jorts, because I'd be so much weaker if I wasn't wearing jorts. It's a scientific fact. When you're wearing jorts, you get stronger. So I'd be much weaker than this if I wasn't wearing jorts. All right, here we go. We're gonna do 235. Here we go. $235. Take what you can get. At least you're lifting. Any day lifting is better than any day not. 235 snatch. Yep, there's something off. All right. So I was dropping all the way down thinking I could work my way back up. That's not working. All right, so I know where I'm at. It's called suck. That's where I'm at. Oh, let's just go on a clean and jerk. Praying that when I get to next Saturday, I'll be recovered more and be able to hit this. I can't remember what I got the last time on this day. But going 5 days a week, even when you get paid, days like this. You need days like this in order to have the good days. You push through these bad days. You develop grit. And then when days like this come again, or days in life come again, when you push through the hard days, develop grit, you're able to push through it. All right, so we're doing 185. We're gonna do full clean. Yep, jump right planes. Let's just do it. I know it's only 185, but my shoulders are feeling achy getting into those positions. Whew. Hopefully by next week it's going to be a different story. But we'll just keep going. Only way I've got here to where I'm at is because I kept pushing through. So I wear the wrist wraps, because when you catch it like that, I've got terrible mobility, so I need to open up my hands, and it tweaks the wrist. Here we go. Do it again. Trying to get a technique that felt pretty good. Big pull. All right. Doing okay. All the positive self-talk in the world is not going to make this day any better than it already is. Like, let me say that better. Like, I know where my body's at, so I'll keep talking to myself positively to get my body, even though it's not its peak, do as well as it should or can right now. This is better than giving up early. All right, so this is 225. Fast elbows. Let's just keep going. $225. Fast elbows. That was not great. Jerk could have been better, but clean felt okay. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. No point in resting because I know that's not gonna help because I've been just feeling off. So just keep going. Going at 250. 250 single. Let's just keep going. Just keep going. I am happy though. My catch on the clean has been okay. Better than it has been. So at least that's moving okay. That's a win. Take the wins you can get. All right, 250. No reason to wait. Well, let me get a drink. Give me a second. So it's just supposed to be 1 rep on snatch and clean and jerk. So let my legs rest so that hopefully my whole body will respond better next week. 250. All right, let's go. Big pull, fast elbows. Let's do it. Drop under the bar. That jerk went a little slower than I wanted it to, or jerk, the front squat went a little slower than I wanted it to, but it still went up. All right, 265. Let's do it. Oh, got plates out here. Yeah, that felt heavier than it should have, but at least technique's okay. So a little better. I'm not honey badger catching it, where I'm all stiff-armed. So better than nothing. Take what I can get. 265. All right. And as you can see, I mean, obviously it's 1 rep day, so just keep pushing. I'll never do sets of Instagram when I'm listening. It's a distraction. All right, 265. Piece of cake. It's only 265. Come on. At least you're not snatching it. Here we go. Big pull, fast elbows. Okay. I mean, it's only 265, so it better be okay, but keep going. We'll get as high as I can get. And it was 265. Should I do 280? Yeah, we'll do 280. So I think it was like day 65 or something. Today's day 70. Might have been day 64, but I was doing clean and jerk. Worked my way up. It's supposed to be 4 reps at 280. I was feeling so good that I had 1 rep at 280. It's like, hey, that was light. Did 1 at 285, then 290, then 295, and then 300. And even at that 300, I had to make myself stop. But oh well. That is not this day. I just watched Lord of the Rings. The Return of the King. That is not this day. Okay, I gotta breathe for a second. Here we go. So 280. $280. Let's see how we do. 280. Let's see how we do. No, Karate Kid's playing? That's what I'm talking about. You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever keep you down. All right, 280, let's do it. Big pull, fast elbows. Pull the shit forward. That was terrible. Yes, the jerk should be easier than my clean, but feeling off. All right, we're just gonna make yourself do it. 295. And I know I didn't get that jerk. Shoulders felt a little achy on that jerk. And it's not like the shoulder muscles, it's the rotator cuff. Oh, there's a metal piece. What in the world is that? I'm gonna go throw this metal piece away. There's a metal shard that could hurt somebody. If I just throw it on the ground, you never know. Somebody might rub their knee on it or something, so always do unto others as you would have them do unto you. All right, here I go. Let's try 295. Let's try 295. Big pull. Big pull. Do everything right. All right, here we go. Yeah, when I did this like a week and a half ago, it felt light, like it felt great. So that's the way it's gonna feel right now. Big pull, big pull. 295. Nope, it's not. So it felt okay, but my brain short-circuited as soon as I was pulling it up. What is going on? Give me a second. I didn't even attempt it. That's the thing. That's the irritating thing. You should see the Olympic lifters. Like, they'll get as high as I did and then just drop like fast under the bar. I don't have that great of a technique, so. All right, just make yourself do it. Big pull, you got it. 295. Here we go. Nope. All right. So it is irritating. So apparently both clean and jerk and snatch are off today. Today was supposed to be a heavy 1 rep, but that was terrible. So the reason why you do a heavy 1 rep the week before is to get your body into that. I mean, just to see where you are, but I mean, I couldn't even do 250 snatch, which is not normal. I mean, 250 snatch. I did a hang snatch the other day. Something's off, so I got to fix something. But by next week, Saturday, a week from today, max day, training is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be where your body, you're trying to reserve your body for Saturday, so you're not pushing that hard. You're just keeping your body moving. Wednesday is going to be probably to get to the opener. So if my opening weight for snatch would be, I want to hit 265. Like if I get 265 on an opening weight and then I have that weight locked in, then I can go for it. Like if I skip 265 and try 270 and miss it, then you only have three shots. So you can't go down in weight. So if I'm at 270 and I miss it, I got to go try 270 right again. And if I miss that, then I got a third time. But if you hit 265 or whatever your opening weight is, then you can really push yourself because you already have one weight on the board. Like 265, you already have your number on there. So you always want to get a solid first number. Then you keep moving after that. And so my goal is on Saturday, a week from, I wanted to get to 265 today, but it didn't work out. Next week, on the max day, I'm gonna act as if 265 is my opener, and then if I hit that, then it's off to the races. I'm gonna feel good. So that's why you go today, heavy 1 rep, just to see where you are at number 1. But number 2, get your body in that heavy, even though today sucked. So clean and jerk, my opener, I would probably want to open at 300, maybe 305. And then I would like to hit 305, jump to 315, and then try 320, maybe 325. That's what if I was in a competition. That's what I'm gonna try next week. So I just know where I'm at in general. So next week, I have to hit 300 on the clean and jerk. Then I can, that's the marked weight, or that's the weight that I got. Then snatch, 265. I gotta hit 265. If I hit 265, then it's off the races. But then since that's the max day, I'll do 1 rep max on snatch, clean and jerk. I'll do back squats because I can, and probably do front squats too, and then probably do overhead squat. I'll do all that in one day because it's like max day. Let's just go ahead and get that new benchmark of what you're going to lift, because everything prepares for that one day. Hopefully you're 100% capacity in your central nervous system, in your body, not just your muscles. Like your muscles don't really go away. It's your central nervous system pushing those muscles to be able to move faster. And so hopefully this next week, I'll get my central nervous system to settle down. Friday, get it revved up, settle down, and then Saturday, hopefully it's going to be firing on all cylinders. At least that's the plan. But hey, that was bummer lifting today, but you don't get better days if you don't go through the hard days. So appreciate you guys jumping on, and I will see you guys on Monday. Next Saturday, 1 rep max day. It's going to be fun.